Good morning, stamping friends. I have to back up and show you my shirt that I have. It says, I might look like I'm listening, but in my head, I'm stamping. Can anyone relate to that? My poor husband, we kind of experience that at night when we walk. Oh my goodness, when I have a plate full of things that I need to do, especially stamping related, I tend to let my mind wander. Please tell me I'm not alone. But anyway, these are the stamp shirts that are included, or not included, but available for purchase if you are signed up for a Cozy Craft Retreat. So I just wanted to do a little commercial and show you, even though we are plump full and registration is closed. And I'm sorry, a lot of people have asked, can we purchase these if we're not going to the retreat? And the answer is no. I'm so sorry, but that's one of our perks that we offer for people that have signed up for the retreat. But I don't know, maybe next year we'll have another fun one, like something like that, and then you can get in on it. But anyway, we like to just kind of create some things that are special just for our group. But it's just a fun shirt to wear, and we get lots of comments on these. Well, as you can imagine, I'm busy crafting away on holiday projects in my stamp room. It is so much fun, but I'm really under the gun to get these projects done so I can start ordering products, so I can start cutting on these, because the Cozy Craft Retreat is really around the corner, and I just need to get these ideas going. So that's what I've been working on in any spare minute I have. The only place I don't bring it in is the bathroom when I'm in there. But otherwise, I'm basically working on the projects all day long. Well, I hope you can take advantage of the kit sale going on right now. Do you guys realize they're 30% off, and it's for all of August? So make sure you peek at all of the kits that are available. Some of them are really fun. There's some holiday things if you want to get a jump start on your holiday projects. There's some cute tags. And also, even if you're still in summer mode and want to make a beachy type thing, there's such a wide variety and lots of fun birthday and friendship cards as well. So take a peek, and 30% off. It doesn't get much better than that. Now, today's project, I want to remind you or let you know that the paper that I'm using is actually in the low inventory report. So if you like this project that's fast and easy, you're going to want to nab that paper before it goes unavailable. So I just wanted to give you that little warning. And one other thing I kind of forget to talk about because it seems so far out there, but remember, I am doing a Caribbean cruise in February of 2025, and we are already half full. And I know, like I said, it still seems so far away. A lot of people are saying, I don't know what I'm doing a year and a half from now, but that's why it's a good idea to just put it on your calendar, because then you can work around that. There's not too many weddings going on in February usually, so it might be a good time of the year, especially if you're in the north and just want to get away from the cold. But it's going to be so much fun. I've actually started working on some things already, even though we don't have the catalog yet, but I have other ideas brewing in my head, and I've actually ordered some things. So I just wanted to let you know that it is still open for registration. I'll put the link to my cruise in there, and I hope that you can go. And remember, you can bring anyone along. It doesn't have to be with a crafter. A lot of spouses are going, or just friends, some crafting friends, some non-crafting friends. Just anyone can really go, but you have to use the link that I provide to get in on the crafting part. All right, let me turn my camera around and we will start on today's super easy and fun project. I know many of you have seen me use Cheerful Daisies before. I love the stamp set and the dies that go with it. I've used it many times, and there's so many fun things that you can do with this, but I want to show you a card today that's really fast and easy. I know I've shown you this little paper chart before, this Fresh as a Daisy 12 by 12 paper. However, it's hard to get a good look at what all of these look like, especially this one, because the one that has the mauve on the back, I want to show you what it looks like. So on this side, it looks like this, kind of like paint strokes here. But on the other side, you only see a little bit of this, but look what this piece of paper looks like. Isn't that pretty? And you don't have to do a lot of work when you use this. So I'm going to show you a card that I made really, really fast. And so if you like fast and easy, you can just get this paper and play with it, and you don't even need the stamp set and bundle if you don't have it or you don't really care for it. But I do encourage you to just get the whole thing because they go so well together. But let's just do this fast and easy one today. Now, the reason I chose this is because I needed to make some cards for my In Color Club, and I saw that this paper has wild weed in, and that's the paper that's the color that everyone's going to get this month. So I started and used some of the papers that had wild wheat in it. So that's where my inspiration came from. Now we are going to start by cutting this out, and I'm going to tell you a little hint here, because let me grab my ruler. This paper, or this card side, is going to be a little bit different than we normally do, and the reason is because this rectangle that we're going to cut out is a little bit different than as far as layering it, and I like things for the card that you're going to see to be a little more symmetrical. So this card, or this piece of designer series paper that I'm going to cut out, this is 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. So let me cut that. I'm going to cut this little piece out, but I wanted to show you this because this is my last full piece. And then I'm also going to give you the measurements for the other pieces that we're cutting. This looks like 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, which is what we normally use, but because we're going to trim this down, as I said, this piece is a little bit altered. This is going to be an 8-inch scored at 4 by 5 1/2. So that's a little bit different. Then this piece is the next layering piece, and this is going to be 3 7/8 by 5 3/8. And then the white that goes on the inside is going to be 5 1/4 by 3 3/4. So hopefully you got all those. Let me go cut my designer series paper and I will be right back. All right, the first thing we're going to do is just fold this on the score line. And let me grab my bone folder here and just make a nice crisp edge here. And then we are going to actually stamp on this before we start assembling. Now the color that goes with this is Early Espresso. So I'm going to grab that, and then the stamp setup that I'm going to use, I looked through all my stamps because all I want is a sentiment either here or here. I think I'll put it on the left side here. So I took this stamp set called Artistically Inked. I love this. I love the sentiments, especially on this. And I just need a little something that will fill that corner. So I'm using the Hello, and this is a red rubber one. So I'm hoping I can stamp straight on this. And that's really the only stamping we're going to do on here, except on the inside if you'd like. All right, the next thing we're going to do is layer this on that Early Espresso piece. And just take your Stampin' Seal. I like Stampin' Seal Plus for my main tape that I use, or I use multi-purpose liquid glue. So this is just going to have a 1/8 inch border here. I like tight borders rather than the 1/4 inch. I kind of prefer the 1/8 inch. All right, the next thing we're going to do is they have some really nice not baker's twine, but just a twine. These come all 5 in colors, and so you get 5 spools in the catalog. And this isn't, of course, as thick as that ribbon that we have, and it's thicker than the baker's twine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut 2 pieces a little bit longer than the width here. Whoopsie. And the first card I made like this, I wrapped it around, but it got a little bit too thick because this is kind of thick on the back side. So rather than wrap it, I'm just going to tape it on the back. So what I'll do is add some adhesive on the bottom side here to make this stick to something. And then I don't want to cover up the words here, so just go a little bit, like hold it down here and go a little bit higher than the word there, the hello. And then just adhere it on the back. And then we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to crisscross it a little bit. So you can make it go a little bit wonky, you know, one side down a little bit. And this side, we're going to do the same thing. Whoops, it's coming apart. You know what? I think I don't have it long enough. Let me go a little bit over a little bit here. And then sometimes what you have to do is you have to take one more piece of tape on top of it. And I'm going to do that especially because this is a little bit thicker than, you know, like I said, our baker's twine. All right, so let's put one more down here and then let's kind of crisscross it like that. All right. And then because I want tape to go on top of this, you can use Scotch tape or you can use, I'm going to use my 2-way. I have some really thick 2-way Scotch tape that I like to use when I need to make it a little more secure like that. Okay, those aren't going anywhere now. All right, now let's put this on here and tape the rest of it down. And we're just going to put this on the card front. You probably could do dimensionals, but I don't want to get it any thicker based on that ribbon there. All right, now you can even kind of move these a little bit, just so you can at least see the hello. Now what we're going to do is take some of the Naturals Baker's Twine, which comes in, a pack comes in the crumb cake color, the gray granite basic white and very vanilla. So you get all the nice neutrals. And we're also going to take more of our regular twine. All right, so we're just going to take both of these at the same time and actually tie them together. I'm going to make the baker's twine. You could use linen thread if you wanted as well. This is just a little bit thicker than that. So they're curly, so it makes it a little bit harder. All right, so just make a nice little bow there. We can trim them later. Okay, and then like I said, I want the crumb cake one a little bit longer. All right, then you can just grab your glue dots, and you might need a couple on these because the knot's going to be a little bit thicker than normal. Maybe one will work. I'll try one. If not, you might have to stick another one. And I'm going to hike this over to the left here, and I want that cross. See where the X, I want that to be where the bow is going to go. So we'll go right about here. Like I said, they're curly, so they want to kind of do their own thing, but all right, then we are just going to do the inside. So isn't that cute and simple? Oh, just so easy. The work's already done for you. Now remember, this is cut down a little bit, so this was a little bit smaller piece. And then I also took some of my designer series paper that is the in color, and these are just 1/2 inch by 3 3/4, and I'm just going to add a little strip on the top and the bottom just to make the inside kind of fun and coordinating. I have lots of these in color papers, so might as well use them up, all these little scraps. Just like that. And then let's just take that on the inside. I'm going to use this as a note card, so I'm not going to put a sentiment, but you surely could use this for really anything. And there you have it. Now, I do want to create more with these little pieces that come with this paper here. So these are really fast and easy. So if you are lacking some time, this is a card that would be very easy and simple to make. Well, thank you for joining me. And as always, I have a Stampin' Up! Website where you can order products. And also, if your order's over $50 and you use the host code, I will send you a Stampin' Up! Product as a thank you, along with a thank you card. And I really appreciate your business. Also, the new mini catalog is being sent out this month. If you're one of my customers, I have one ordered for you already. If you would like one and you haven't placed an order in the last 6 months to a year, then be sure and get a hold of me, and I'd love to send you one because mine are coming in the mail soon. And it's going to be a lot of fun ahead using our new products out of the new holiday mini catalog. All right, have a good rest of your week, and we will see you next week. I do my YouTube lives on Tuesday mornings at 9 o'clock Arizona time. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.